What's up, YouTube? Murphy Firearms Training here, wanting to compare two calibers. So I've got two very similar size guns. I've got the Smith & Wesson Shield in 45. I've got the Glock 26, it's in 9mm. Gonna stack these next to each other. What I want you to see is if I line up the chambers, the barrels are pretty much identical in length. So these are both compact carry guns. The ammo we're going to be using, the 9mm, we're going to use 124 grain standard pressure Gold Dots. For the 45, we are going to use 230 grain HST from Federal. So these are our two ammos, these are our two guns. Bonded premium Hollowpoints from short barrels, and we want to see what they'll do. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the Chronograph 5 rounds, and then we're going to shoot water jugs, see what happens. So we're going to get set up with the Chronograph with 5 shots from each gun, see how it goes, then come do the water jug test. Come in a little closer to me. All right, guys, we're going to start with the Glock 26. Chronograph set up. We're going to put 5 rounds through the Chronograph, read off the readings, then we'll do the Shield the same way. So 26 is loaded, and here goes our readings, hopefully. 1050, 1055, 1055, 998, and 1005. Okay, so that's the Gold Dot. We'll put an average in the description. Now we're going to do the exact same thing with the Smith & Wesson Shield, shooting Federal HST. So here we go. Well, that didn't do anything because it says 1005. Let's try again. 799. 808. 795. 785. Okay, so we have 4 shots from each because we're going to throw out one of the 9mm because we got a repeat value. When you're shooting a chronograph, if you get a repeat value, it's garbage. That means it didn't read. You're actually not getting a reading when that happens. It's just keeping the old reading up. So we've got 4 from each. That's perfect. We'll average those 2. We'll find the energy, and we'll go from there. So we're going to set up our water jugs, and we're going to shoot the water jugs with both guns, see what kind of penetration we get. Here we go. All right, guys, Glock 26, 124 grain Gold Dot. Now we're going to do the water jug test. Let's see what that velocity does. Here we go. You ready? Woo! All right, we're clear. She's locked open. It definitely splashed. There's our first jug. See, our exit wound is pretty centered. That's a good hit. Pretty happy with that. Here's our second jug. That's our exit wound because you can see that flap is peeled back. So that's our entrance wound. So we're a little high, but not bad. We're in the water for sure. We're not up here in the necks. So we're getting through solid water here. So that's 2. Here's number 3. Oh, wow. Do you see this? Come in and get a close-up of that. That's fantastic. So it stopped, literally stopped in the 4th jug. So a Speer Gold Dot will do 3 full jugs out of a 9mm. And here's our slug. Let's get a close-up of that. It is, if you've ever shot a Gold Dot into water, they always come out real pretty. So this is our slug here. I mean, it's just beautifully expanded. It's a nice little flower shape. There's the back end if you've ever wanted to see one. And we'll get a weight on this in our wrap-up video and just you know, kind of see what, okay, what's the retained weight and all that. It'll be close to 100%, I think, for the Speer Gold Dot. So anyway, threw 3 full jugs and stopped between the 3rd and 4th jug. So that's kind of where that one landed. Let's set this back up and try it with the Federal HST in 45 and see if it penetrates as much, more or less. So we'll be back in just a second. All right, guys, Smith & Wesson Shield, HSTs, here we go, water jug test. That came back and got me wet, and not a little wet. That got me a lot wet. All right, might have to move back for these tests. So we had a jug, fell off the front. So that's first jug, second jug, in here, out here, good solid hit, center of the jug. Third jug, entrance. And, oh, that's cool. Can you see that bump? Can you see that dent? So it hit the back of the jug hard enough to dent the plastic. I don't know if that shows up on the video or not. Kind of come at it from the side, see if you can see that bulging out. It's bulged out, that's crazy. So anyway, the slug is in this 3rd jug, so it pretty much went the same distance as the 9mm. Pretty much, I say pretty much only because the 9 actually exited, but this one hit the back of the jug pretty hard, so well, let's see if it expanded. Now remember, guys, these are compact handguns, and that is beautiful. That is an expanded HST, and you can see if we roll that over, the core and the jacket, you know, kind of separate a little bit, but they don't come apart, and that is just beautiful. An expanded HST, I think, is the prettiest bullet I've ever seen. So we'll do a wrap up with retained weight and all of that as a follow-up video. But in that follow-up video, I'll have average muzzle velocity, I'll have average energy, and then we see our depth of penetration. Really, both of these penetrated 3 full jugs of water. So 3 full jugs of water. So not bad. A jug is 6.5 inches thick. So you're really looking at 19.5 inches of water. So what that equates to in flesh, I don't know, but a lot of bullets go 3 or 4. So that seems to be a pretty good depth if they expand. So both of these went 3 full jugs. So anyway, we'll post a wrap-up video later. Please like and subscribe. We really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.